Hello guys and welcome back to another Stephen Black. Clairvoyant.com's my website, but it's also my name as well on here. I hope you're all having a good day or evening or night or morning or whatever time you're watching this. I've just been going through my hard drive there, and I've just been looking at a few of the videos that I'm going to some I'm going to edit and some I'm going to re-edit. And this next video that I'm going to show you was a girl called Bridget who had lost her mum and dad. And all she wanted to know was that her mum and dad were back together. I actually drew them back together. I never ever record FaceTime readings, right? I just didn't like to risk them. I like to be like pure when I read people. And I've had a few people like try to like record the readings, but they just haven't had as much validation as what people get when they don't record. I didn't know what it is. Because yet I record in shows and I record lives, but when I book people in, I don't record. But this next video, I asked her after I read, and I says, is it alright if I film it and just show everyone like the drawing that I'd done of your mum and dad, because I didn't have a clue who I was drawing, and it is risky, it really is. But when she got that photo out of her mum and dad together, I actually like flipped it the other way around as well, because the way it was, like her dad was on the left and her mum was on the right, and then her mum was on the right and on the left on the opposite sides. So I flipped them the other way as well. And it looked even more like you couldn't deny it. I mean, the stuff I told her as well, but she'll tell you anyway in this video. But like, have a watch of this. To be fair, like, I'm not even gonna look at you. I'm gonna wipe this lens because I think it's a bit scarmy wherever it is. That's better, I think. Right. So I've just done a drawing for you, haven't I? Yeah. Aye. So hold on, I'll turn this around. So I've just done a drawing for you, and you've just said that's your mum. You could tell it was your mum and dad straight away. Is that right?
Yeah, definitely.
Right, and you've sent us a photo of them, yeah, and your mum and dad together. So
Yeah.
to me, obviously, that's clearly because and I tell you as well that your mum had only, I says 12, and you said I should past April. You said, was that right?
Yeah.
And I worked it out that it's actually 12 weeks ago, and you went, wow, oh my God, is that right?
Yeah, and I didn't even ken it was 12 weeks ago.
Aye, so I said 12. I don't know, I said 12 weeks, didn't I?
Yeah.
So anyway, we've got the photo of your mum and dad together, right? So if I was to press that, and then I was to press that, can you see this as I'm doing it?
Yeah.
And I was to get them two photos of your mum and dad. I think I'm going to do them top and bottom, right? So if I put that like that, and I put that like that, look at that.
That's yeah, definitely.
And they're back together.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what I will do, right? I'll tell you what I'm going to do as well, is I'm going to go into me photo flip, what I've already used, and I'm going to flip them the other way around, like that, and then I'm going to press done, right? Just out of curiosity, to be fair. So I'm going to save that to send you. You do want a copy of these, didn't you?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to press that again for you, right? Just so you know that your mum and dad is definitely back up to that together, even though your dad's saying you can't get rid of her. Right? And I'm going to put them like that for you, so that like your dad's down there and your mum's down there. So there you go. There's the photo of them both. How does that make you feel?
Happy.
There's no way I could have told you what I've told you. Could I? There's no possible way.
No.
And I've getting in touch with you through WhatsApp. I couldn't even find you, could I?
No.
Do you know what I mean? I've getting you through Facebook after you've just messages, but I rang you seconds after, didn't I?
Yeah.
Right, so I'm going to save that for you now.
Thanks.
No, you're welcome, and you'll want a copy of these, won't you?
Yeah.
So I'm going to send you them all right now. Aye, and I think that won't not. So that's them there. So that's that. That's that done. Wait, I want to do your card. I want to do your cards now. Is that all right?
Yeah, add them through.
Right. So that was for Bridget Mullen, up in Scotland, who'd lost her mum and her dad. I mean, to give her the comfort and give it in validation, like with drawings and telling her specific things, like and how long ago the past and whatever else. I mean, it shocks me as well. Like I get like shocked, and like I get on like a high as well, because when I'm reading people, like I say, I never have a clue what I'm going to say to them before I start. I never know where I'm going to go. I never know what connections they're going to get, or they might not. And that's what the fear is, you know, because like I want to do the best for people, but when you give them that sort of validation and you're showing them, like they're showing us the photos of like, I mean, his white beard and her glasses and just specific things, like I feel like a form of like relief, but like I'm so pleased for her, you know, because it's like it's bigger than me. It's the fact that she knows now without a shadow of a doubt that her mum and dad is still around her. You know, the validation and the proof and evidence is there. There's no we ever could have possibly known. And the other thing is as well, and I say this a lot, I mean, I've got what 83,000 followers on Facebook at the minute. I think I've got 41 or 42,000 on TikTok. I don't know how many I've got on Instagram. I'm also on YouTube as well. But like, I'm doing this like all the time. Like I'm even yesterday, like some of the validation. A guy whose dad I just drew that tonight. I mean, he was absolutely out of the moon. And I'm not seeing it like, I know I probably sound like I'm bragging, but I'm not seeing it to like brag. I'm seeing like your loved ones are still around you. Just because I haven't personally maybe read you yet doesn't mean that they're not there, you know. And I'm sure there's plenty of mediums of clairvoyance out there who will bring your loved ones through. But you've got to know that they're always watching us. And like when you're getting yourself down and you're upset and you're just not having a good day or a good week or a good month or a good year, like they're going to see that. They didn't want to see you suffering, you know. So try your best to live the best life you can, because we're not here forever on the earth plane, but we're certainly going to be around forever. Because, well, I mean, the proof's in the pudding. You've just seen that video. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed watching that. I'm going to try and make another video now, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care, guys.